Hello everybody, welcome back to World of Warships Legends. My name is Spartan Elite 43, and tonight, I know what you're probably thinking. Spartan, what are you doing? Are you crazy? Why are you playing World of Warships on two separate streams on the same day? You have got to be crazy. Maybe I am, but, you know, I gotta do a little testing for y'all. You see, Peak released a video recently, which we're about to show. So, hopefully you guys are ready. We're going to show a little tidbit of that video. I'm not going to go into all of his gameplay and his rants and stuff there. We're just going to show the thing that he claims is helping, that he's got from some mysterious sources, even though I know who they are. But we're going to go over that. First of all, let me just start out with saying, hello everybody. Clouds, Prana, Enrique, MG, Luna, Glitchy, Gabe. Perfect person to have in the thing. We got Glitchy Fox in here. Perfect person to have for a stream like this. Noriko, Sam, Eclipse, ARFG, TI, Pepsic, Atomic, Snot, TRP, Board, Kevin, Liberty, I think I already said Clouds, but I'll say it again. Robert, Joshua, Captain Delusional. Also a perfect name to have in stream for a stream like this. Who else we got? Fallen Paladin, Lunar Phases, Robert, Meow, Nugget, Travis, Michael, Jaded, Ado Potato, Drew, C Potato, Benz. Welcome to the stream, folks. All right, so you might be wondering, why all the smoke and mirrors? Why do we have the Spartan logo? That's because I was hiding the screen for a minute. So just give me a second, and we'll get right to the ball game. All right, so here we go. Are you ready? Kapow! I know, right? Just threw you off. You have no idea what just happened. But it's okay. The main thing to remember is that we're going to watch this together. Let's hear what Peak has to say about the magic trick that is supposed to reset your ship's dispersion and cause the greatest dispersion of all time. Let's hear what he says.
Okay, now let's put it back on.
Oh.
So we're going to go to Lightful.
Hold that thought. Didn't go far enough back.
The commander. Here, we're going to go there. Okay, I want to see the results of this game. So it's Buck 20, first place, double death strike, and first blood. That's wicked. We're going to investigate that build. Okay, we're going to reset the commander. Here, we're going to go there. We're going to take this off. Boost the inspiration. We're going to take this off.
Okay, so first things first, go to your commander, reset all of the inspirations.
We're going to select a completely different person.
Then we switch the commander.
Okay. Now, let's put it back on.
And we go back to the original commander.
This is Lightful, by the way. We're going to go back here.
And we put our old perks on.
We're going to go Sims. We're going to put Scott back on. So this is a full accuracy build right here.
Okay, so that's the gist of it. And what he's claiming is that this somehow has a magical effect of resetting your dispersion for whatever, and somehow that it makes everything all better. So we're going to test that theory. And we're going to do it under the best possible, controlled that we can. Hold that thought, guys. I do apologize. You guys are getting to see all the things. Let's go to Bunk. Keep changes. Thank you very much. All right. So, let's see what we can get into. So, we've got you guys. I put you guys on the wrong screen because I'm a doof. Y'all already know. Y'all already know. I should have, if I was a professional, I would have switched back over to my Spartan logo while I did all this. But y'all know that I don't think that far ahead. Let's be honest. All right. So, we're going to go test this. We don't have a training room to test it properly, okay? That's the downside of why we need training rooms in this game for things like this. But because we don't have that, we got to do the best that we can to test these sorts of things under a controlled environment. And the best way to do that is to go into AI. So first things first, I'm going to pull up a little freaking... not a spreadsheet, but I'm going to put up Microsoft Word, okay? Plain and simple. Microsoft Word, we're going to go with it. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into AI. I'm going to pull out a ship that I know that struggles with accuracy, like a Magi, for instance. Or better yet, let's not do that. Let's take out one of my American battleships, which are more consistent, and we will do a control test where we play a few games in it under what it is currently, right? We will log the amount of shots taken and the amount of hits, okay? So I'm going to need your guys' help on this. Y'all are going to help me keep track, okay? So I need all y'all's help. So help me keep track of how many shots I take during this battle. And also, I want you guys to make sure that I log the amount of hits I get out of the game. And I'm not talking about just hits where we do damage. I'm talking about hits in general. So what we want to be looking at is all of our ribbons. Actually, I think that I think that the hits ribbon counts regardless of whether it's a ricochet or whatever. We'll test that as well. I think it does. So that might be the easy part. But yeah, we want to keep track of shots taken and hits on the target. The damage doesn't matter, all right? Because that all comes down to where I aim and so on and so forth. But we want to see whether or not that we get more accurate or less accurate or nothing changes. That's what we're going to try to test. Okay? So, with that being said, let's get right into it. AI, here we come. Now, why am I choosing AI, guys? Well, it's pretty simple. AI doesn't run camos. AI, to my knowledge, isn't like running things that decrease your dispersion. Maybe they do. But we know that in the natural environment under players, there's a lot of factors that come into play. Commander builds, camos, that sort of thing. That can affect your shots. Now, if you guys remember correctly, it was probably about a year ago, maybe a little earlier than a year ago at this point, maybe a year and a half ago. I had something similar to say about dispersion, and it felt like things were off, and there just didn't make a whole lot of sense. And I put out some video, or a video, where I talked about this. And one of the things that I mentioned was that I thought that the dispersion buffs, or commander traits in general that complement each other, weren't stacking properly. And we later learned through, trial and error that this was not necessarily the case, that it came down to the reason that things felt less accurate in the wild was that we ended up fighting against people that were constantly using Philip Vian and, camos and other builds to try to make your shots miss. AI almost always sails in a straight line. AI also doesn't run camos. So you're going to have like the best possible dispersion each and every game. And this will give us our best chance for control until we get training rooms where we can test this further. So we're going to go straight in. We're going to go with our good old trusty Iowa, which is one of the ships that he brought up in his game. Now I will show you guys the current build. We're not changing anything right now. So right here we have William Sims. We are running Azure Lane Scharnhorst, Paolo de Revel, Flammable Cannoneer, Gyrating Drill Bits, Marksmanship Reaching Out, and Will to Rebuild. We're not changing anything. Okay? For the equipment, we're running AA guns, steering gears, concealment, and artillery plotting room. We are also fully upgraded. Obviously, we're not running any boosters. We do have the perma camo, and we have the alpha test flag, which makes no difference. We also have the spotter plane, which is something else that we can test at today's stream. Now, I do apologize for those of you coming in here looking for like a good World of Warships stream where we go out, we play against normal people. That's not what this stream's about. So I do apologize. I understand if this is not what you want to see, but I want to test this stuff and I want you guys to help me. Okay? So, game 1. Let's go. All right. So that's where we're at. So let's take this bad boy out and see what happens. And again, you guys can't see. I know. I got you guys. I got you. Don't worry. Bonk. There you go. Sorry about that. Told you. Not a professional. There we go. We got you guys. You didn't see the build. I'll go back and show you that. I didn't change anything in my build, but I did read it out to you, so we're good there. So first game out, what are we going to get into? Okay, bunch of cruisers, couple of battleships. We're top tier, 2 destroyers. should be a pretty normal set of circumstances. Now, what we need to keep track of is how many shells are fired and how many land per salvo, okay? So I need you guys' help because it's hard for me to remember this stuff. Now, the easy way to do this would be to just fire the front guns. And only the front guns, because then we always have 6 shells going down range, and we can easily tell. And that's what we're going to do. Actually, that's exactly what we're going to do, because that'll make it easy. Rather than try to worry about getting, you know, all the guns to shoot, I'm going to get to a position where we can take shots, and we're just going to fire our guns over the bow, get 6 shells out, and see how many hit. And I need you guys to help me record how many shells we land per salvo. I believe in you guys. I'm sure you guys are sitting there with the thing up right now. See, this is the part where I go, oh man, I shouldn't have said what I said, but I'm going to. So we're gonna turn in. We're only gonna fire the front guns. There we go. We got Richelieu. Again, damage doesn't matter here. We just want to see how many shells are fired. So 6 shells fired downrange. Not the best dispersion in the world. And 1 hit. So first shot, 6 shells, 1 hit. Now we're going to try to keep our range because that's where, like, the most dispersion is going to happen. We don't want to push all the way in. We're going to keep it, try to be mid to long range here. So again, second shot, 6 shots out. Not good dispersion at all. But we land 2 shots. 2 shells hit the target. So we're 2 shots in, and we've had 3 hits. And it does count the hits up in the top. So that'll be the easy part. You just need to remember how many shots that we actually take here. So we've got 2 shots. Again, we're just not worried about damage. We're just seeing if we can hit the target. Look at that dispersion. Awful. And this is against AI. So that time we land 3 hits. So that's half our shells finding a home. All right, now we're going to switch targets here because obviously we're being flanked. And I don't want to lose an AI game based on doing testing. That would be awful. We're going to shoot at the Miyoko. Shot out. Much better accuracy this time, but they're off to the side, so we only get 1 hit. Okay, cruisers are starting to push in from the other side. Richelieu is going broadside on. Not quite, but close. He's about to eat torpedoes. Okay, so that shot doesn't count. We'll just ignore that shot because he died. We don't get to register how many shells actually hit. Even though it looked like the majority of them was going to hit there. We do have battleship on our left. Got a New Orleans over there. Okay, so let's switch targets to the Iowa on our left. Again, we don't want to shoot all the guns. We just want to shoot the front guns so we have a control. Oh my God. Alabama just did that to an Iowa? Good Lord. Come on. Open it up. I don't want to fire the rear guns. Thank you. And fire the guns. Okay. That was the most accurate salvo we've got yet. 5 shells out of 6 hit the target.
Our victory is in sight.
And down goes the Iowa. That guy's dead. And the game's over. All right, so what's our tally? That's a whole different test that we're not going to test today. The test that we're testing today is whether or not the commander reset, that he's calling it, actually affects the accuracy of the shots. Okay, that's what we're testing. We're not testing the full salvo fire or anything like that. So we need controls, guys. When we're doing science, we have to have controls. So that's why we're in AI, and that's also why we are making sure that we're firing just the front guns so that we don't have inconsistent shots. So if we fire full broadside sometime and only 2 guns at the front sometimes, then we have inconsistent numbers of hits, and we don't want that. So we want to control. So first game in, we only had 12 targets hit. Not a great showing for the Iowa. Okay? But how many salvos? So 6 total. Okay, I've either got 5 salvos or 6 salvos. Was it 5 or 6, guys? It's slightly important. Somebody has to rewind, maybe. Yeah, you're not wrong. That would actually be a decent idea. That way you'd always... That's actually not a bad idea. But we started with the Iowa, so maybe we'll switch over to Richelieu later on. But game 1, 6... Okay, so 6 salvos. And what we have, 22 hits. God dang it, I looked away. I think it was 22. Yeah, 12 hits, 12 hits. All right, so game 1, 6 salvos, 12 hits. All right. Game 2. Let's go. What up, Mr. C? Appreciate everybody dropping in. Currently have 172 people helping me with this science. Hopefully everybody's having a great weekend. Hopefully your college football team, if you're into college football, is winning. Unless, of course, it was Indiana, in which case, screw you, go blue. But nah, we're out here. We're doing some science. Science! Yeah, Fresh, I'm testing out Peak's theory directly. So, Islands of Ice. Here we go. So again, we're going to try to keep our distance. We're going to fire just the front 2 guns. And I need you guys to keep track of how many salvos that I pull during this match and how many hits we end up at the end of the match. Okay? We're going to run several control tests, and then we'll switch it up and come back, and then we'll run the same amount of games after we change it up just to test it directly. Okay? So again, we want to be medium to long range, and then if we do end up close late in the game, then that's, that is what it is. The AI almost always drives straight ahead, so I don't need to be maneuvering a whole lot. We'll just have the guns loaded and ready to go. Are we in standard? God dang it. I'm an idiot. Well, in that case, let's play this like we normally would. This one doesn't count. How did I end up in standard? I'd never play AI, so that makes sense. Whoopsie. I guess you guys get an Iowa game. An impromptu Iowa game during this stream. Sorry about that. We'll get back into AI. We'll resume testing shortly after this brief intermission. Ooh, hello. Oh my God, if that was aimed properly, he's a dead man. Wait for it. Oh! Ah! We only get one. Damn it. Also, Musashi, you dirty bastard. How you gonna do that to me? You think you're all special out there at your 17 kilometers, driving around in your Cadillac? Huh? Oh God, there's a Republique there too. And the Suja, of course, starts shooting at me. Okay, we need to turn out. Also, that guy slammed on the brakes. Alright, well that was quick. That was quick. Musashi says hello. Maybe he was using Peak's reset theory. That's clearly what it was. That guy was using Peak's reset theory on my Iowa. God dang it. Well, that's been a while. Haven't been dev struck in my Iowa for a minute. Rap. Okay, well, now we gotta wait for our Iowa to come back, unfortunately. That is the downside, because I don't think we can play it. Yeah, it's still in battle, so we can't play it here. Again, this would be a situation where it'd be nice to have a, use the, whatchamacallit. Alright, well, let me just start it, so that we're not sitting here waiting. I'll start a new category. We'll just call that one Game 1 Iowa for the first one. Okay. Let's start a new page. And then we'll start a page for the Richelieu. Game 1 Richelieu. Alright. We're going to do the same thing for the Richelieu. While we're waiting for the Iowa. We'll show the build. We'll show all the things. The control. Here we go. So, we're running Emile Japret. We have the Brawler perk on? Question mark? Why would I have the Brawler perk on my freaking Emile? Oh, is this my Jean Bert build? That might be. Yeah, this is my Jean Bert. Okay. Well, we're not going to do that, actually. We're going to go with Robert Gijard, because he is the Dispersion commander. Okay. So we are going to change this up a little bit. Flammable Cannoneer, gyrating drill bits. We've got Marksmanship, and we've got Reaching Out XXL. Okay, so we're running a full Dispersion build. We have Azulane, Shard Horse, Palo de Rebel. Okay? So, with that, also, our equipment, we got Aiming Systems Mod 1, Steering Gears. We've still got Target Acquisition on because we haven't put Concealment on this thing yet. It just shows you I don't play the Richelieu very often. And then we have Main Battery Mod 3. Okay? So that's our build. From here on out, it's not going to change. This is our control. We're going to play several games in the Richelieu. And we're going to see what we end up with. Again, we're going to fire our guns as best we can. We're not going to use spotter planes. We're not going to use anything to buff it in the game at the moment. We're just testing the commander reset when that happens. Now, one thing that somebody might bring up is, well, Spartan, if you're running a different commander and you switch to Robert Gijard, would that already reset your dispersion? Honestly, that's not what we're testing. We are literally just going to test if from one build you can get a certain amount of hits and then you reset your commander and somehow you get better accuracy afterwards. That's what we're testing. Alright. Bunch of cruisers, couple of battleships, couple of destroyers. We're going to try to put ourselves in a position where we can actually shoot things right off the bat. Yeah, I didn't plan on this. Like, this is just kind of a spur of the moment thing. I saw it pop up in my feed. I saw Peek's little video on it, and I was like, okay, I see what he's saying. It feels very familiar, so we're going to test it and see what happens. I just want to test it. Like, I don't have an opinion either way. I think that we've pretty much established that RNG just sucks overall. I wish that this game was more skill-based in terms of, you know, when you build for a specific build, you didn't get just crap accuracy sometimes, but that's the way it goes sometimes. Sometimes you just get crap accuracy, whether you've got a dispersion build or not. It's just the way it goes. Okay, we're spotted. So a destroyer potentially coming mid. There he is, as expected. Let's go ahead and take our first shot. 8 rounds downrange. No hits. They all landed on either side of his ship. He's dead anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Down he goes. Take the shot. Absolutely neutered him with 3 hits. Okay. He's broadside to a Balti. That should end in his swift removal from the match. But the Balti seems to be firing his secondaries at something on his right, which is a destroyer. And Balti is not shooting the guy that's broadside in front of him. Interesting. Alright, next shot's going to be on this friggin' Charles. Never mind, he just ate torpedoes. This is the one downside of not having training rooms. Like, if I had training rooms, I could just, like, take shots. But, yeah. Third shot out. Or no, that's fourth. Fourth shot. We get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits that time. Hopefully you guys are keeping up with how many salvos I've shot. Amalfi's about to come YOLOing in on the Balti. Again, Balti should neuter that guy, but our goal here is to just land as many shells as possible and get as many salvos out. So we're going to shoot at the Frederick de Grosse first. We land 3 shells that time. Amalfi somehow survived YOLOing. He's got broadside battleship in front of him, who smacks him. Shoot at his bow. We land 3 hits. And down he goes. Come on, Frederick. You stay here and shoot me. Why are you running? Why are you running? Oh well. We'll have a Bismarck to shoot here in a moment. Also, there's a cruiser that hasn't yet been seen, which... Actually, he's on my right somewheres. Okay, so we're going to wait to shoot at the Bismarck. But we also have, yeah, this cruiser's about to come around the corner. To Chapayev. Interesting. Hello. Wow, 2 hits. Alright, time to get moving before we get torped here. Last thing I want to do is potentially lose an AI match. Good lord. Really? Dude, why are stream snipers stream sniping a goddamn AI? Oh, I wonder what goes through your people's heads sometimes. Like, for reals. Like, I legitimately think that you guys have sicknesses. Oh, Spartan, it's all in your head. Nobody stream snipes. They're just... Casually, they just happen to be playing AI at the same time as you. And regular at the same time as you. And no matter what tier you go to. Alright. 8 salvos. Oh, I'm with you, Aaron. That's why we test it. We can disprove it. So, 8 salvos. See, this is the part where I need you guys on the same page. 8 salvos, 16 hits. Okay. So we'll put that in. Game number 1 for the Richelieu. 8 salvos. 16 hits. All right. All right, back up to the Iowa real quick. Because I wanted to do the Iowa first, and then we'll come back to the Richelieu later. Or the Richelieu later. What up, Zarkun? So, Zarkun, the theory is that after you play a ship for a while, your accuracy goes to crap. And to reset your accuracy and your dispersion, you take and swap the commander inspirations off of your normal commander and speed them up, like just to get them switched out completely. Then you switch your commander out for a different commander. Then you switch your commander back to your original commander and put your original inspirations back on and boost them, and then your dispersion is magically reset. So that's what we're testing. Exactly. That's exactly what we were thinking. So anyway, Shiratsu, Vakalin, Z23, Shores, Miyoko, Vladdy, Zeton, Vanguard. Okay. So we know AI is going to go up the mid. Dude, why are you stream sniping a goddamn fucking AI? Get a life, my dude. For reals. Some people are just obnoxious. Another thing would be nice if I could just get into a lobby where I play against AI and don't have anybody on my team. That'd be great. Then I'd really get it tested. If you guys don't know, that's the guy that is in every goddamn stream we do. He tries to play, whether it's a fire spammy British battleship or a destroyer. Like, he will do whatever it takes to try to get on the enemy team and ruin the stream. Like, that's his goal. And now he's doing it in AI because he's, again, a special individual. Real special. Yeah, that's literally all it is. Check out Peak's most recent video where he talks about his theory, and he got it from some anonymous sources, which are prolific players that are very good at the game, who seem to have been doing this from the beginning. All right. Take a shot at Shirat, and Shirat turns left, so that's not going to hit anything. That's why we shouldn't be shooting at destroyers and AI. Because they actually dodge. Alright, Miyoko. Don't count that first shot because he dodged. That wasn't just me. Like, that was just more me than anything. We'll shoot at the Miyoko. There we go. One shot, 2 hits. Seems to be the prevailing average so far. Also, we got multiples coming through mid, so I'm going to have to deal with that here shortly. Another shot. That looks really good. Of course, the guy gets depth struck. God dang it! Fuck. See, this is why we need training rooms. I need to be able to test this shit under a controlled environment. Playing AI for this sucks. Because every time you go to shoot somebody, they get depth struck. This guy's charging straight at our friggin' destroyer. So that last shot didn't count because the guy got depth struck, so we can't count it. But here we go. Another shot, 2 hits. We're averaging like 2 hits per salvo out of our front guns only, which is terrible. Also, I do apologize, guys. I'll get caught up on the things after this. He eats a torp from the back. He eats a torp from the back. All right, Vanguard, shoot up into the superstructure. That looks a little bit more accurate. There we go. We get 4 hits that time. So, out of all of the shots we've taken, 2 of them have been, scratched from the record. Just due to the fact that we didn't hit. And it's not because of the game, that was mine. Alright. Shot at the superstructure again on Vanguard. Railguns, we get all 6 shells to hit the target that time. 100% accuracy out of the front guns there. I'll get caught up on all the donos and stuff after this, guys. I promise. All right, now he's basically broadside. We're not using the plane or anything to buff accuracy here. There we go. We got 6 hits that time, too. So in the 2 salvos in a row, we've got 100% accuracy out of our front guns. Which just goes to show, the closer things get, the easier they are to hit. Usually. Six hits again. Okay, that battleship goes down.
Our victory is in sight.
Now we've got Zeton. Again, this is not about trying to get damage or anything like that. We're solely trying to see how many shots we can land on average across multiple games before we test Peak's theory. There we go. 4 hits that time. And we're only using the front guns on the Iowa because we don't want inconsistent results out of hits per salvo. We want it to be decided by the game, not how many guns I decide to shoot. God dang it.
Main turret critically damaged.
Now I can't fire because he breaks my gun right as it gets loaded. So I gotta wait for the second gun to get loaded. And he'll probably die before then because Kagero's right on top of him and he's about to launch torpedoes.
Problem solved, sir. Get back.
3 hits. Hopefully you guys are keeping track.
Thank you.
And he's dead. All right. Hey, Ron, I know it's impossible without training rooms. However, this is the best that I can do at the moment to test the theory. So that's what I'm doing. It's not perfect, but it's a solid start. Okay? Ten salvos. And I didn't count the hits. God dang it. $37 hits. Game 3. Invite me so I can rant. All right. Do 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 do. If you're not sure what we're testing, go back to the beginning of the stream, please, and I'll explain everything there. Well, then why are you telling me to invite you, you bot? Damn you. Tell me to invite you, and you ain't even on. No, you had your chance. You had your chance, bot. Leave me alone. You had your chance. All right. Game number 3. Without changing anything on my Iowa. This is our control. Again, we want to keep each game as close as we can, so we're going to try to keep it a distance. As the AI gets closer, it should be roughly the same pretty much every time because they always just sail straight ahead. It's not going to be perfect, but it's the best that we got currently in the game, so it's what I got to work with. You're going to kill me again in grounded? You know, if that's the worst that's ever going to happen to me, I think I'll be okay, Aaron. It's either you or the damn wolf spiders, or the mosquitoes, or the stink bugs. Shot number 1. Looks pretty freaking good, but it's spreading out at the end. Yeah, there you go. 1 hit. Yep, 1 hit. That guy's in here again. Oh my god. Dude, if I could just, like, ban somebody outright from not having, like, a chance of getting into my game, I would do it. Like, straight up. That guy is obnoxious. Whether he's stream sniping to get into my freaking standard matches or trying to, like... Okay. Well, we'll call that on me, so we'll scratch that salvo, because that wasn't the accuracy, that was the problem, that was my aim. But, like, that dude's obnoxious, man. Three hits.
Enemy cruiser sunk.
The guy looks like he's about to sail into torpedoes. Bonk. Four hits.
Target penetrated. Our team has taken the lead. Alle Stationen, brauche Feuerunterstützung.
4 hits.
Our victory is in sight.
Five hits. Oh, people. It's AI. It's really not that that's not that serious.
Alle Stationen, vorrücken zum Erobern. Bisogno di aiuto. A tutte le unità.
5 hits. 5 hits. Okay. That guy should be dead. Oh, it's a Balti. Never mind. Okay, that shot doesn't count because the freaking
Our victory is
Veneto managed to hit him. So we've had 2 salvos out of this lobby that didn't count. One hit. And he's dead. All right. All right, so we ended up with 23 hits on how many salvos? 7 salvos. Okay. Game 4. Okay. Before we move on to Game 4, let me go ahead and read out the chats and stuff here. We got Scrubbyton coming in, re-upping his membership for 12 months. Thank you, my dude. Legendary V19 coming in with the €5. AI doesn't count the test. AI doesn't use camo or builds. That's the whole point. We want to have as many limiting factors as possible so that we get the best possible control that we can. We're not going to get a perfect control, unfortunately, because that's just not it's not possible in the game currently. When we get training rooms and we can set up the ability to like have a specific range that we're shooting from and the ship is static, you know, that sort of thing, then we'll be able to test it even more. But for now, this is the best we got. Steve Mickelson coming in with the 5 knock. Appreciate you, my dude. With a dispersion build in mind, I think that auto-aim should be removed so that it is skill-based. Stephen Buckley coming in with the £3 super sticker. Appreciate you. Boogeyman coming in with the $5 SAR. Appreciate you. ARFG coming in with the £2. Personally, I'd ban any known stream snipers. And Scrubbyton coming in with the $2. 2 hits landed on a ship after a kill. Yeah, that's the one downside is, like, if we do get a kill shot, it's going to fuck up the results. Because not all of the shells are going to register. Only the ones that register prior to the person dying are going to count. But we can't control that, unfortunately. Well, I guess we could by just not shooting people that are low health that we could kill. All right, back into the control. John Williams, thank you for re-upping your membership for 8 months, my dude. Could just load HE shells. That doesn't... I mean, then you're... I don't know. We're going to stick with the AP because that's what I fire 99.9% of the time out of my Iowa. We're going to try to control everything as best we can. Keep our distance so that, you know, over time the enemy gets closer. That should be relatively consistent throughout each game because the AI just sails straight forward. And again, it's not about damage or anything like that. We're literally just testing hits at this point. And averages should average out, right? That's the whole point of averages. Yeah, that does seem to happen on occasion, Mongoose. I agree. Where RNG decides who's going to win at the beginning of the match and who's going to lose. Now, great players can overcome that, but it do be like that sometimes. Sometimes you are just destined to lose from the get-go, whether it's your teammates throwing themselves at the enemy, you know, RNG being perfect for one person on the enemy team. It's just the way it goes sometimes. Where, oh, where will they pop up today? Where, oh, where could they be? All right, somebody make sure we're counting the salvos, boys. Again, if we have to strike a salvo, I will. But for the most part, we're going to count all of the salvos. And I'll keep track of the salvos that we do strike away.
Enemy force detected.
Shot number 1.
Enemy cruiser sighted.
3 hits.
Enemy destroyer sighted.
Shot number 2.
Enemy battleship detected.
3 hits. Shot number 3. 2 hits.
Our team has taken the lead.
Miyoko's almost dead. Orland's taking a torp. Can't aim that. Railguns. We land 5 out of 6 shells. New Orleans is coming back. See, only 2 counted there. I probably shouldn't have taken that shot. Kansas eating a torp, maybe 2. Nope, just 1. Three hits.
Get back.
Is he going to die from that? Probably. Okay, that shot doesn't count. So we've got 1 shot that doesn't count. I know it's not exactly what you call exhilarating gameplay, but sometimes we just got to test things. And he's dead. And the other battleship's all the way over there on the backside of an island, reversing. No one knows what he's doing. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, Mongoose. Yeah, it'll be nice if they ever add them. They say they're going to add them, but they said they were going to add them at the end of last year, and they said that they would be in March, late March or early spring, and then that didn't happen. Now, obviously, there was a lot of stuff that happened early in this year that caused them to potentially have to uproot and go elsewhere. But at the end of the day, you can make all the excuses you want for not meeting the deadlines that you set for yourself. It still doesn't mean that we don't get the right to hold you accountable. Hey, Ron, coming in with a $5. Keep testing. We must put Conspiracy Boy away. You know it. Any chance I get to rival Peak is always a good time. And by rival him, I mean just make him look goofy. Usually. Oh my god, he went all the way around. Damn you, Richelieu! Well, he's dead. 2 destroyers are about to... Well, 1 destroyer is about to yell on. Kagro, point blank, should easily be able to kill him. If he can't, this is... You shouldn't be playing destroyer at this point. There it is. Okay. So, not a particularly good one. And it isn't that they don't want us to test and find out. I keep hearing that too, and Peak's the one that points that out. But yeah, that time we had 18 hits. How many salvos? 6 salvos? Is that with the 2 salvos that we removed? All right. So game 4. 6 salvos. 18 hits. Game 5. Mega says, or Aaron, we can unsubscribe him. Yeah, everybody should definitely unsubscribe from Aaron. He's a bot. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows Aaron's a bot. What up, RT? Tim, that's not what this stream is about. Sorry, my dude. This is a scientific stream, or at least the best that we can anyway. La la la, da 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 da. Zarkun said he was going to make a video on said subject, so he was dropping in for a short amount of time. That's probably where he headed off to. They should be getting spotted any time.
Enemy force detected. Enemy battleship sighted. Enemy cruiser detected.
First shot. Freaking railguns. Look at that dispersion.
Enemy destroyer sighted.
We hit 5 out of 6 shots. 5 out of 6 shells at freaking 19 kilometers, for God's sakes. Okay, this one's more typical. Two hits. Okay, we're not going to shoot him again because he's about to die. So we'll shoot at Vanguard instead. Pretty much railguns. You'll love to see it. If I got that dispersion all the time, there'd be a lot of unhappy cruiser players. We hit all 6 shells. All 6 shells at long range. Beyond 16 kilometers. What up, Escald? How's it going? Todd?
Our team has taken the lead.
Again, not bad. Started off tight, spreads out over distance. Pretty typical. We landed 2 shots. Is he dead? Nope, not dead yet. That's pretty decent. We land 4 shells. We're going to switch targets. Boy, if I ever had a York make this turn at this range when I'm in my Iowa, good lord. And I didn't hit him, but 4 shots. 4 hits. Didn't quite lead him enough on that last shot. Pretty disgusting dispersion, not in a good way. But we hit 5 shells that time.
The ship is on fire.
These guys should be dying here.
Problem solved, sir.
2 shots.
Our victory is in sight.
That guy's dead, so we're not going to shoot again. All right. 30 hits this time. Didn't have any salvos that we didn't take.
Our victory is in sight.
Eight salvos, 30 hits. How long does it take a couple of players to sink an AI-controlled aircraft carrier, for God's sakes? I mean, all of the battleships in the game will troll you. There's no doubt about it. Some of them troll you more than others based on their base accuracy. But for the most part, like, you just accept it. As a battleship commander, you're going to get those shots. The reason that battleships complain so much about dispersion and accuracy and all of the conspiracy theories, it really comes down to one thing. You've got time to think about it. Let's be honest. Like, that's what people are thinking about. They're like, I wait 30 seconds in between every shot, so I have time to watch each shell go to the target or miss or whatever. You don't see that from cruisers. You don't see that from freaking destroyers because they're up in there, or they're like constantly having to dodge. You know, they're firing the guns every few seconds rather than every 30 seconds. So that's why battleship commanders notice so much more about accuracy and dispersion than destroyers and cruisers. All right, so next, game number 6. Trust me, I think every battleship main out there wants to believe that there's a conspiracy, that your shells just magically miss more than everybody else's. In reality, it's just RNG screws you over occasionally. And more often than not, you notice all of the bad shots. You never notice all the good ones, right? Like, how many times do you go, oh my god, those were amazing, we hit 5 shells? How many times does that happen? It happens quite a few times during a game, but you never notice those. You notice the ones where you take the shot and you get the worst dispersion on the planet and you split a target perfectly. 3 shells land to the left, 3 shells land behind. Like, it just, those are the ones that everybody notices. So those stick out in your mind. You don't register, oh, I hit 4 out of 6 shots that time. Oh, I hit 5 out of 6. Oh, I hit all 6. Unless you depth strike someone and then you're like, oh my god, look at that dispersion, and pow! You know, we all love it. But at the end of the day, you zone in on the bad dispersion because that's the ones that you like notice the most. when things don't go your way, and this goes for me too. I'm the same freaking way. Look, this ain't nothing new. I'm not saying I'm better than anybody, but it's one of those things that you got to realize is going to happen. Like, it's just going to be a thing. And all you can do to affect it is to just play the game, try to be better positioned to take advantage of people's broadsides, and make the shells that do count, or make the shells that you do get to hit count. First shot, not the best dispersion, but we got a couple of little tight groupings. And we hit one shell. Okay. Shot number 2. One shot. Or one hit. He seems to be sailing into a face full of torpedoes, so I think we'll switch to the Vanguard next.
Enemy destroyer detected.
Aim high for superstructure.
Alle Stationen, vorrücken zum Erobern dieses Bereichs.
One hit.
Отступаем.
Enemy battleship detected.
There we get 4 hits.
Destroyer sighted.
Our team has taken the lead.
There we get 4 hits again.
Our victory is in sight.
And it'd be nice if we didn't have so many friggin' destroyers that are just like torping everything. Or railguns, kind of. 4 hits again. So we got a couple of bad salvos right out the gate, and we've hit like almost 70% of our shells ever since. That is a prime example of RNG giveth and RNG taketh away. Take a shot. Terrible dispersion. 2 hits. Alright, that guy should be dead. I got no clear line of sight on him, so I won't take that shot. Did our destroyer just miss torping him again? Okay, well, I guess I will take that shot. 2 hits. Those all landed high. Down goes Vanguard. Should be getting a battleship coming out here.
Is in sight.
It's a Veneto. He's smoking up. Got torpedoes headed into his smoke screen. And our cruiser's getting annihilated by SAP. Should be popping out of his smoke screen anytime. La da da da, la da 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 da. Three hits. And he's dead. Okay, over to Kansas. Look how tight those are at this range. 5 hits out of 6 shells at 18 kilometers.
Alle Stationen, melde Position eines strategischen Ziels.
Take the shot. Four hits, maybe? 5? 4 hits. Okay. That'll be our last shot. Okay, so we ended up with 32 hits this time. 10 salvos. Game 7. I know this is going to be a longer stream, and I'm already settled in for it. So hopefully you guys are as well. But again, science takes time. Believe it or not. Sledge. Are you an it, Spartan? I'm confused. I don't know what you're talking about. If you're talking about the fact that I'm trans, then no, I'm not an it. I am a person. I don't care what you call me pronouns-wise. I've mentioned that in the past. Like, that doesn't bother me. So, like, if you're trying to be a dick, then, you know, more power to you. That's a good way to get fucking removed. VI, appreciate you for becoming the newest member on the channel, my dude. All right. Here we go, boys. This is game number 7 of our control.
Battle starts.
Good luck and fezzies. Good luck and fezzies.
And Scirocco, that's exactly why I'm testing this, so you guys don't have to. Okay? That's why I test it. I have extra Commander XP. I can do the thing. I can test it and show you definitive proof on stream under the best control that I can. Obviously, it's not perfect, but under the best controlled circumstances I can make, which is AI battles, where there's as limiting factors as possible. We're not going to take a shot at that destroyer, because he'll dodge. Everybody's smoking up. VI coming in with a 2 pounds. Interesting fact on dispersion builds. Again, I linked the video down in the description. So if anybody wants to check out the video that we're referencing in terms of what the conspiracy is and why we're doing this, then by all means, go ahead, check out Peek's video on it. And I'm not saying it's right or it's wrong. I'm here to test and see for ourselves, under the best possible circumstances, whether or not it is in fact a possibility or a complete, confirmation bias sort of deal. First shot. Terrible dispersion. One hit. There's my freaking least favorite number in the entire world. 1441. Hate that number so much. Nah, nobody. In my experience, Aaron, I have yet to find one person that has said anything in person. There's plenty of people on the internet that like to run their mouth, but in person, ain't nobody walked up to me being 6'1", 230 pounds, and in the best shape of my life, and gone, "Oh, I think you're this or this." Ain't nobody. Why? Because they would get immediately corrected. That's why. It's like, I don't care what you think. It's not about you. It's about me being comfortable with myself. That's it. That's all it is. I don't claim to be a woman. I don't claim to be anything. I'm trans. I'm different. And that's it. I'm not asking for special treatment. I'm not asking for people to change the way they see me. I don't ask people to change the pronouns. I don't care about any of that. For me, it's about my journey, getting more comfortable with myself. That's it.
Torpedoes, dead ahead. Enemy heavily damaged.
Good old Vanguard. Broadside Vanguard gets hurt. Oof. 4 hits, though. Didn't do any damage because he's angled, but got 4 hits. And again, it's the hits we're after. We don't care about damage in this testing. Like, all we want to care about is how many hits we're getting per salvo on average. I may need to scratch this one. We hit 4. We'll count that. We hit 4. That seemed right. Seemed right. We'll wait and see what these torpedoes do. If he dies, then we won't take the shot. Okay. He didn't die, so now we'll take the shot. Two hits.
Enemy cruiser sighted.
Two hits. All right, that'll be the end of that one. All right, so we ended up with 19 hits. How many salvos was that, Lances? Ah, crap. All right, who had that one tallied for me, guys? Did we not get that one, guys? Later, Todd. Morning, Tina. I know you're not Tina. You're 12 shots, 19 hit. Okay. If that's consensus, that's what we'll go with. What up, Master Chief? Am I religious? That's kind of a question that you don't get very often online, and I tend to stay away from those sorts of subjects just because it tends to be polarizing. So I'll just abstain my opinion one way or the other. Religion, politics, hot button issues and stuff like that, we try to steer clear of, just because people get way too crazy about that stuff.
All forces, provide cover for that target.
No, it's all good, Sledge. Like I said, the main thing is just be respectful. Like that's it. Like, I'm about as easygoing as it gets. Like, you're not going to find very many people like me that are as easygoing about everything as I am. A lot of people get really, really touchy about things, which is why, at the end of the day, just treat people like people. That's it. Doesn't matter if you're male, female, somewhere in between, gay, straight, bi, furry, doesn't matter. Like, none of that stuff matters. Like, at the end of the day, it's people versus people. As Greg Doucette, Coach Greg always talks about, we're all circles. We're all circles. So just treat everybody with respect, regardless of what they believe in, regardless of whatever their orientation or identity may be. Like, it doesn't. At the end of the day, it comes down to respect. That's it. You would be a square, Aaron. Square peg in a round hole.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship. All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
All right. Well, I was going to shoot him.
Affirmative. We've been spotted. All stations,
What up, Noah?
position of a strategic target. Enemy battleship sighted.
See, everybody sees me on like live streams and they're like, "Oh my God, he's so toxic." And you meet me in person, like it's a completely different story. There, we hit 5 shells on our first shot. But like I'm one of the most relaxed people you're probably ever going to run into. It's just that in a competitive situation, I tend to get way too serious. The way I see it is, I don't care how you identify. I don't care what your orientation may be. I don't care what your beliefs are. As long as you're not hurting other people, I don't care. There we hit 5 shells again. So 2 shots in, 10 shells hit. It's just the way it goes sometimes.
That's how it's done.
Okay. Switch targets to the Amagi here. I don't want to shoot the Hipper or the Richelieu because they're both low health and we'll kill them, and we don't want to skew the results. 3 hits. It's Chris Pratt.
Team has taken the lead.
Two hits. Shady, I know. But what this shows is we can average out our... Oh my God. Iowa. Iowa. Where have you been? what this shows doesn't matter. Like, I don't care about, like, the effects of other people's perks and stuff. What I'm trying to control and test is Peak's theory by itself. Like, I don't care about, like, damage. I don't care about all of that. All I'm wanting to test is whether or not I get better accuracy with Peak's little theory than I did prior to swapping. That's it. That's all I care about. VI coming in with the £5. Guys, we are talking about World of Warships. Keep your thoughts to yourselves on person facts. Yeah, pretty much. That's why we don't get into politics and all of that stuff in chat. Because it just turns into a shit show. It's just not worth the freaking the annoying freaking bullshit that people come up with. Take that shot. One hit.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Two hits.
Our victory is in sight.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
ITD coming in with the £10. Appreciate you, my dude. What are you doing, Vanguard? You gonna come out, or are you just gonna sit there behind your island? (5'7", 6'4", 6'1", 6'8", 7'9", 79. Good lord. I'm 6'1". I was 6'2". I've shrank a little bit. I'm old. Come out, you little coward. I would like to have some fun by shooting you. Oh, well, I guess that's the end of the game. Never mind. All right, well, that's that one. All right, so we ended up with 24 hits. How many salvos do we have, guys? 8 salvos, 24 hits. Is that the full consensus? Taha, if you're wondering what the theory is, there's a video down in the description, or you could just rewind the stream back to the beginning, and I explained it all back then. Okay. 8 salvos. Or if somebody wants to let you know what's going on in the chat, that's also a thing. 24 hits. All right, game 9. Almost to the end of the control for the Iowa. Might just need to pin the theory at the top of the chat. Oh, Lance is out? All right, Lance, have a good night, man. Appreciate you. Have a great weekend. I'm not playing anything, like, I'm not playing standard battles, guys. I'm literally just testing out this conspiracy. That's it. I know it's not the most riveting gameplay, but it's just science. I figure I'd share it live with you guys so that nobody can accuse me of doctoring the results. You guys get to see it live. I'm going to do 10 games of our control, and then I'm going to run 10 games of after the swap. So it's Gonna be, you know, right around 2 hours each. Ish. Depending on how fast the games are over.
Battle starts.
6'3", size 15. I used to wear size 15s. I'm down to size 14 now. Still wear a wide, though. 14 wide. And you shouldn't... You don't understand what it's like to try to find shoes. Trust me. Alright, there we go. First shot. Terrible dispersion. 2 hits, maybe? No, none of them hit. They splashed just either side, so we're... That shot counts, because that wasn't him dodging. That was just bad dispersion. I've got other factors that lead up to certain changes as well. Okay, 3 hits that time.
Enemy cruiser detected.
Golly. It's 2 salvos. And that wasn't him dodging. That was just bad dispersion again. So we've had 2 salvos where we got no hits in this. These are the kind of games that a battleship captain goes, this is bullcrap. There's a bug in the aiming system. Ask me how I know. Go ahead. Ask me. That looks better. That could hurt. Oh my god. See? And then they would be like, oh, I don't know what happened there. So we got 3 hits. But most battleship captains, they'll see that and they'll just expect that. They're like, oh, well, that's whatever. And then they'll remember the 2 shots that they completely missed because the RNG said no. That's a perfect example of RNG right there.
Enemy battleship sighted. Target
5 hits.
Our team has taken the lead.
The ship is on fire.
4 hits.
Enemy cruiser sunk. Our victory is in sight.
What up, Jamie? Oof. Not good dispersion there, but we do manage to hit 2 shells. Yeah, good luck shooting your little 14-inch guns armor piercing at my bow. I mean, I could, in theory, go straight through the bow here.
Our victory is in sight.
There we go. 5 hits. Okay, we're not going to take another shot. All right, so that one's over. Taha, the bots may suck, but they're still better than the average player, which is sad. And that's not me taking a shot at average, that's just the truth. Like, these guys actually move forward, actually get damage. Each one of them gets something before they die, usually, unless they get torpedoed. But I don't want to shoot him, guys. Surely you can shoot him. Oh my god, this is actually sad. I wonder if we'll get a close quarters kill on him. I'm not shooting my main guns at him. Stop shooting. Stop setting me up. On fire, you little turd. Yeah, Sledge. I mean, I do appreciate it, but again, like I said, I'm about as laxed on that as possible. I'm not going to keep bringing it up in stream because most people don't want to hear about it, and I don't really care to put all my personal stuff out there for everybody. I do like to let people know, but I've got a video on it on my channel if you want to check that out. It's called I Need to Get Something Off My Chest. 8 salvos, 22 hits. Can you bow tank with the Alaska? Yes. Alaska has a 32 millimeter bow. It can bow tank anything except Yama and Musashi. That being said, it also has a very large superstructure, which allows it to get punished by battleships that know how to shoot. If they bow tank me in my Iowa or something like that, or even Montana, I'll shoot for the superstructure and I'll chunk you for 15 to 20K, usually on the first salvo. What up? Welcome back, Zarkun.
Starts.
I'm glad you enjoy. I mean, in theory, it would apply to all ships, but it seems that only battleship captains notice it because battleship captains fire every 30 seconds, and they notice their dispersion more than any other class. That's my prevailing theory. All right, here we go. First shot. Not bad. We got 4 rounds tracking. Only 3 of them hit. 1 fell short. All right.
Enemy destroyer sighted. Enemy battleship sighted.
3 shells tracking. 3 shells hit. What up, AM? How's it going? Jeremy? Little bit of a different stream today, guys. I apologize. But hopefully you're enjoying the little bit of science we're trying. Oh my god. We might sneak in 3 hits there. Yeah. That was ugly dispersion. Congrats on the Benson. It looks like 4, maybe 5. 4. Well, that's a bold turn right there. Now, I wonder what goes through the AI's head when they make this turn. I mean, he's angled away, so maybe he knew my reload and he just, like, played it. But doesn't matter. 2 hits, the rest fall short. I don't want to shoot this Shirot, but he's getting awfully close. I will shoot you. We're going to take... If we kill him... Well, that's only 1 hit. Like, legitimately, that was just bad RNG there. Okay. Our battleship buddy should be able to finish him off. In theory. How's that guy? Oh my god, we look over as a Nelson gets absolutely mangled. There it is.
Enemy heavily damaged.
Down goes our Nelson. Again, we're just trying to fire the front guns. We don't want to fire the rears here. He's turning towards us a little bit, so this could be nasty. Got another one.
Target penetrated.
Well, this one's getting awfully close. Down goes Kansas. No shells hit the target. Splashed all around him. No salvos happened. Like it's a thing. They do happen. Aim high because he has the icebreaker. There we go. 5 hits. Leave that guy to die to our teammate. And we'll switch back over here to the Vladdy, who seems to be kiting away. He's like, nope, I ain't helping my team today. I'm out. I did my job. I killed a Nelson. I'm out. Typical RG, or typical World of Warships Legends player right here. Ooh, did I get the shot over the island? If not, it doesn't count. Yeah, we hit him. 2 shells. I know a couple of those got absorbed by the mountain, but it didn't affect that, I don't think. Oh my god. Did he run in? What is he doing? Well, he's dead. I wasn't expecting him to run into the island and back up. I thought he made that corner. Oh my god. Shattered. 3 hits, though. Jean Bart just punched him. Is he going to use his reload booster for the broadside? Jean Bart, can you do it? If I go through this, I should be able to punch him. Of course, he appears to be about to ram the island again. We'll wait. Or not. Yeah. See, that's the thing, Aaron. Everybody remembers me saying the freaking plotting room was bugged, and I never said that. That was peak. I said that I thought that there was a stacking issue with dispersion back in the day. But then we were proved wrong. But, all right. 33 targets hit. 12 salvos. All right. That was game number 10. All right. And here is the test. Game 1. All right, so we're going to do the thing. Here comes the magical pixies. You guys ready? Here's the secret to everything. We go into our commander that we're currently using. We swap out our commanders for just something random. And we boost them. Gotta boost them. Okay? Swap them out. Boosted. Alright. Then, we change to a completely different commander. Boom. Just like that. Alright. Magical pixies have been sprinkled everywhere. Now, we get back on William Sims. And then we put our stuff right back out there. We got Azure Lane, Scharnhorst, and we boost it. And then we go right back to Palo de Revel, and we boost it. And now, we should have the best dispersion on the planet, bar none. Iowa will be nothing but railguns for the next 10 games. Easy mode. Easy. Let's go. We'll go over all that. I'll tally up all the averages and stuff after the fact. We're compiling the data right now. We'll do the rest after the fact. But right now we need to acquire all the data. We got to get it all. And then once we're done, then we'll tally it up and come up with a definitive answer. And then if you guys want to see it done twice to just make sure and confirm whatever our results were for the Iowa, then we'll go through and do the exact same thing on the Richelieu. Later, DJN. Appreciate you, my dude. Have a good night. Have a good weekend. Here we go. We should have the best RNG on the planet, guys. This is going to be amazing. Old Iowa, here I come. But remember, we're doing the same thing. 10 games. Averaging it out. Okay?
Battle starts.
And it is still a small sample group, but it's a lot better than playing one game and saying, oh, I had amazing RNG, everything is perfect. This is obviously the thing. Glad you enjoy, Tina. And again, I forget your name. I know it's not Tina, but I do appreciate you. I've seen you type the same thing a couple of times, so I just want to make sure I say your name this time. Nice. That checks out, Zarkod. Damn hacker. I knew there was something wrong with you. First shot. Oh my god! Look at that! They're railguns! This must be the thing! Who could have seen this coming? Boom! We just hit 4 shots. Oh, wait. That was pretty much exactly what we were getting prior. We're not using the spotter plane because that introduces another variable. We're trying to control everything as much as we can. Second shot. Oh my god, look at that grouping. It's pretty much exactly the same. 2 hits. Oh my god. What do you mean 2 hits? Clearly there's still a bug. We didn't hold our tongue right when we swapped our commanders out. But again, this is one game. We're going to do this over the averages, and I'm guessing that over the averages, it's going to average out to being average. They should be relatively comparable, because that's what average is. Oh, we hit 2 shots and we citadeled them. There we go. Again, like I said, Robert, I am testing a theory that I saw on Peak's video. That's all I'm doing here. That guy's dead. There's just people dying everywhere. But yeah, like I am testing Peak's theory. You little turd. You mean to tell me on your dying breath you get a fire? 1 hit that time. right, Zarkun, you're right. I should have like got out some incense and, you know, dropped some money in a circle and burned it for praying to the RNG gods from Wargaming. I want him to fire there, because he's gonna beach. 3 hits. So far, I'm not that excited. They seem to be exactly the same. Who could have seen that coming? But then again, it's a small sample. Still got this game and 9 more to go. That looks a little better. 4 hits.
Heavily damaged.
We need a bunk. Okay, this guy's got enough health. We should be able to hit him again here. He's about to go forward. He just lost all of his health. I ain't gonna worry about him. Kansas! Slowly turning towards us a little bit. Look at that dispersion. Looks very similar to what we were getting prior. 2 hits. Yeah, so far, not looking good for Peak's theory. But again, this isn't always just Peak's theory either. There were people that sent this theory to Peak that are very good at the game. So it just goes to show you that, you know, superstitions are a thing. Always have been. We always look for an excuse. 2 hits. We don't want to believe that we're, you know, the same as everybody else. We want to look for an excuse. This goes to the same thing when I'm streaming. Like, I'm always blaming other stuff when most of the time it's my own stupidity causing it. Oh my god, he just ate all those torpedoes. That looks decent RNG, though. Yep, there we go. 4 hits. Science! What up, Monk? Well, Monk, again, like, it just comes down to the human nature of not ever wanting to accept responsibility. None of us really want to. We just do it because we have to. We all want to believe that there's some outside influence that's making us worse or better at something. When in reality, like, RNG is existing in this game. Like, we know that. RNG is a legitimate thing. So we know that that's a thing. So why people are so surprised when it screws them over, and I'm the same way. Like, it's random. That's the R. It's random number generator. Means for any shot, you have a random chance whether or not they're going to go where you actually aim them. That one? No idea where that shell went. We'll chalk that one. We'll scratch that salvo just because I didn't have a clear line of sight, so that could have just been my aim. So, we'll scratch that salvo. He's only got 10k health. I don't really want to take another shot, so we'll just leave this as is. So, first game in, 26 hits, 10 salvos. What up, Hive? It's too early to tell. I gotta do 8 or 9 more battles with the revamp here, and then I'll make my conclusion on what I believe to be true or not. But so far, first game back after switching, didn't seem to be any change whatsoever. But first game back, what do we have? 10 salvos, 26 hits. Okay. All right. Game number 2. Appreciate that, Noah. I'm glad you enjoy, man. I may not agree that I'm the best YouTuber ever, but I do appreciate you. Alright, so we have a bunch of cruisers, only a couple of battleships, and we spawned middle. Huh. I know the AI will try to go down mid, so that's something. And we don't really have a good position to shoot either direction. If I had to guess, if I go to the right, I should be able to get some shots over there.
General quarters.
What mods do I recommend for Alaska in terms of equipment? I run aiming systems. I run steering gears, I believe. I run concealment to make it a little bit easier to be sneaky when you need to. And then I run probably main battery mod as the last one, if I had to guess. I'm not 100% sure right off the top of my head, but that sounds about right.
Enemy force detected.
Name's Jet. I knew that. See, you told me this last night and I couldn't remember it. Or this morning, I should say. I just couldn't remember. I'm terrible at remembering. Oh god, I don't want to end up firing all the guns here. We got no shot there. This is a terrible map to try to, like, do this, but we got two brothers earlier on the other side. Hopefully this guy doesn't die before we get a chance to shoot at him.
Enemy cruiser sighted.
Shot out. Railguns. That should be a dev strike. It's not, though. 6 overpins. That checks out. Okay.
Enemy battleship sighted.
Torpedoes being sent everywhere. Ramming inbound. Yep. AI, everybody. Belfast 43 has torpedoes, but is now broadside to a Vladivostok, which should be just death. We might have to scratch this entire game just due to the fact we didn't get to shoot anything. Like, everybody died so quick. Yeah, Belfast lost a good chunk of his health, so he's probably going to die. Vladdy kills him with secondaries. You guys wanted a bonk, right? Pretty sure you guys wanted a bonk. I think we might get a bonk here. Yeah, we'll scrap this game, and then we'll redo it. This is a terrible map for this. And we spawned mid, so we never got to actually test fires. We got to shoot twice. What is the AI doing? Oh, okay. AI is thinking of ramming. I had to dodge the ram here. Unfortunate that I didn't have my guns rotated enough. I wasn't expecting him to be charging forward like he was reversing for so long. It's alright though.
The ship is on fire.
Missed the bulk. Unfortunate. I say our teammates should nuke him. Like I was hoping he was gonna come out, and then I'd be able to bonk him out there. But he took 70 years to decide to move. Close quarters kill? Maybe? Again, we're just scratching this off the record anyway. There you go. Alright, we'll redo this one. That was a useless game. We got no data there, so. Try it again. What mods do I use for Yami? Aiming system, steering gears, concealment, and main battery. You maxed out at 125 for 3 reps last time you were training. I'm not sure what your exercise you were on is, or whether that's pounds or kilograms. I'm going to assume kilograms because you're British. All right, here we go. Game number 2, guys.
Good luck, everyone.
General quarters.
Viel Glück allen. I owe you one.
Dude, my flat bench is terrible. I think my max on flat bench is 115 for 3 or 4 reps. And that's pounds. I have no bench. I've never had upper body. I've never trained upper body until this week with my personal trainer. Yeah, I still love the Balti. In fact, if you haven't seen this morning's stream, there's a game in there where I absolutely embarrass a bunch of stream snipers using the Balti. Highly recommend that video. I'll probably download that stream and take a couple of the highlights because there were some pretty good ones. Oh my god, that dispersion. No hits, and that was not them dodging. That was not my aim. That was just RNG saying no.
Alle Stationen, brauche Feuerunterstützung. All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
That looks a little... Oh, never mind. I was going to say, that looked a little better, but not really.
Enemy battleship
One hit. 2 salvos in, 1 hit. Will RNG balance it out by eventually giving me an absolute banger of a hit? Like a angled, slightly oh, nope, he's turning in. What do we got over here? Ooh, we got a Mogami. He's a perfect candidate for the RNG saying yes. Oh, and there it is. There's the average, oh, he's turning, though. Why did you turn, you little turd? Now I've got to delete that salvo. You fucker. Just sail in a straight line like a good little bot. You fucking up my data. That was our good salvo. Damn it. Damn bots turning and shit. Oh, there's the Xbox Series X at its fucking best right there, baby. These fucking controllers are fucking terrible. That wasn't my controller batteries dying. That is just a random disconnect that you get on Xbox Series X controllers. 1 hit. Again, splashed on either side of a ship. Didn't hit him. Oh my god. Two hits. They all fall short. He's not moving. He's got no camo. RNG just says nope. So far, I'll be honest, I'm not real impressed with this fix peek. If you're in the chat or if you're watching this video after the fact, not real impressed with your fix. Two hits. 2 hits that time.
The ship is on fire.
There we go. A little bit of RNG coming back to us. There's 5 hits. Got to get those averages. Hopefully the guy on my right can finish off this Mogami before he torps me. I'd really like to not shoot him again.
Problem solved, sir. Target penetrated.
Get him, secondaries. Fuck him up. I get torped to death by this bot because this guy can't shoot him.
Our team has taken the lead.
Alright, you're fucking done. Get out of here.
Enemy cruiser destroyed.
Nah, you don't remind me of Flambass. Sorry. Sorry, Aaron. You are funny. And you are good at the game. That's pretty much where that ends. Two hits. What are the odds he breaks a turret here? Huh? Okay. And goodbye, Mr. Kansas. Ain't enough torpedo protection for that. All right. 69. Woo! Oh. 25 hits. How many salvos, boys? That was definitely more than 2 salvos. Hello? Anybody keeping track of the salvos in this one? All right, well, we got to do that one again since nobody was paying attention. All right, keep track of the salvos for me, guys. Remember, science. Science. Now we're not even finding games in AI. If you guys get me the totals from that one, I'll post it. Otherwise, we'll just play another one. Okay, this is actually a decent map for this. I can hit so many different people. All right, here we go. Count the salvos, boys. What up, Pack? How's it going? Yeah, I'm pretty sure having 20 hits and 2 salvos is kind of impossible when you're only firing 6 guns. Just a thought.
Battle starts.
I just want to say that Eggos are not waffles. Actually, Iron Man, that we had stream snipers at the beginning. The same guy that stream snipes when I go into standard, he was jumping into my games at the beginning.
Enemy force detected. Enemy cruiser detected. Enemy cruiser detected.
First shot. Looks pretty good.
Ship sighted. Enemy destroyer sighted.
3 hits.
Enemy cruiser detected. Enemy battleship sighted.
Second shot. Fletchers just rammed each other. 4 hits.
Enemy battleship sighted.
3 hits.
Heavily damaged.
3 hits. What up, Christopher? Denied. 3 hits.
Target penetrated.
Our team has taken the lead.
Four hits. So again, we're not actually looking for damage, guys. Our entire purpose here is to just test out how many hits we get on average per game, depending on how many salvos we fire. We have our control after 10 games, and now we are testing the actual claim at this point. This guy is getting torped. That might be it. Yep, that's it. All right, how many salvos we got? Seven salvos, 23 hits. Okay. All right, on to the next one. I can't believe that we've had over 200 people watching for this entire stream of me playing AI testing a theory. That's crazy. You guys are amazing. I just want you guys to know that you guys are absolutely amazing. I'm fairly confident we've carried more average viewers on this stream than Wargaming gets on any of their live streams that they do, which is hilarious. So keep it up. Appreciate that, Noah. Dude, we could probably make an entire freaking like living off of all of the conspiracies that Peak and people come up with on World of Warships Legends. Like we could literally just test this every week. Like there's a new theory floating around pretty much all the time, so we could probably make that a thing. 1 million consoles die every year due to lack of access to clean water. Yeah. Y'all have done lost it in chat. Hey, here it comes. First shot. Look at that. Two hits. Both of these cruisers are looking pretty juicy, not gonna lie. 3 hits. Of the 2 of them, I can overmatch Balti. I cannot overmatch Edinburgh. Of course, Edinburgh is likely to turn any moment and try to torp, in which case, it won't matter if I overmatch him. Aim a little bit high. See if we can get... Oh my god, that dispersion's terrible. 2 hits. I was hoping to hit the superstructure. Well, these guys will cancel each other out. 2 Edinburghs enter. Both of them die. Welcome to World of Warships Legends. Balti, we do overmatch, so... Let's see if we get better RNG on this shot. That looks better. 2 hits. Wasn't any better. Yeah, dihydrogen monoxide, you're not wrong. I hear it's terrible. You believe that they actually allowed such a toxic chemical to go through your tap? And people drink it, knowing full well that too much dihydrogen monoxide will kill you. And it'll kill you faster if you breathe it in. The more you know. We hit all 6 shells on that one. We only needed 4 of them to kill him, but we hit all 6 shells on that shot. So we'll add 2 to the end of our shot totals. Or 2 to the end of the hit totals for this game. All these damn Italians thinking that they can hang with me. You got nothing for the Iowa class, Venito. Vanguard's broadside, so that should be an easy kill. He did speed up right as we pulled the trigger, though. 3 hits.
Confirmed penetration.
That could be juicy. Oh my god. Well, we don't need to add 2. That guy hit him right as our shell citadeled him. Unfortunate. 25 hits. How many salvos, guys? Nine salvos? Okay. 9 salvos, 25 hits. We won't add 2 because we got an extra one from that that 1 salvo at the end there. All right, on to the next one. By the way, given how long this has taken just to do the Iowa, I don't think I'm going to do the Richelieu because, I mean, I think it's pretty clear at this point. We'll still do the compiling of the data, but I'm fairly confident pretty much all of us can agree at this point that it doesn't seem that anything has changed whatsoever. You set up crossfires by paying attention to where your team is and going where they're not. Trying to get flanks on the enemy. so that the enemy has to make a choice whether they want to bow tank you or bow tank the enemy or your teammates. Depending on who they decide, one of you is going to have a broadside look at them. You don't want to cluster together because then they can easily bow tank everybody. If one guy goes out there and one guy stays here, then anybody that bow tanks me here is going to have a broadside to that guy.
Action stations.
Make sense? In 18 hours, Sean will have his Yami. Nice. Hope you enjoy, my dude.
Enemy force detected.
Damn, Vanitos. First shot. Terrible dispersion. Maybe one hit. Yeah, one hit. See, that's the other thing that a lot of people don't realize. Just because you get awful dispersion horizontally like that, that actually has a position where it would actually be very, very strong. Like if you're shooting at a broadside opponent. I want horizontal dispersion on a broadside opponent. Gives me more opportunities to hit the citadel. But when they're bow in, horizontal dispersion is awful. And there's more vertical dispersion. So 3 hits there.
Our team has taken the lead.
2 hits. Now you see him. Oh my god, 5 overpins. Rip. That's the kind of thing that'll make you want to like choke yourself. A Balti, of all things. A Balti. Gives me that much broadside. Gets away with it. Speaking of that much broadside, hello Vanito. How are you doing, sir? I think I'll wait for you to hit that island before I take my next shot. Bonk.
Our victory is in sight.
They spread out so much that I didn't hit a single shot along the waterline. That's a rip. That's a ripperoni! Oh my god. Well, I'm not shooting him. Balti's dead. Iowa then? Nope, Iowa disappears magically. Three hits, no damage. He turned in just enough that we hit his belt. He went into the smoke, so he disappears.
All stations requesting fire on the designated.
I can't fire until I can only shoot the front guns. So I'll aim high because he's turning towards us. There we go. 6 hits. And he dodged torpedoes. Yeah. Nice. But he's dead. There you go. 25 hits. How many salvos, guys? What up, LT? Is it 7 salvos? All right. On to the next one. So that was game number 4 officially that we have data for. So we got game 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So 6 more to go, guys. I know. I'm a genius. Had to count it on my fingers. Relax. If you take 10 and you minus 4, you left with 6, Spartan. Come on. It's pretty easy math. All right. Carrier game. Oh, no. And we're bottom tier. Oh, no. Luckily, that doesn't matter any bit what we're about to get into.
Action stations.
Захватить указанную точку. Негатив. Compris.
It's all good, Jet.
Rendre-leur la vie dure.
Do 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 do. We're doing all the science today on my channel. Ooh, ooh. He's gonna be angled, but we'll take that shot. It's not bad looking RNG though. He turns in though. We're still gonna land multiple shells. There you go. 4 hits. Oh, it's a hipper. I love shooting hippers. Ooh, it's an Edinburgh. I fire. He immediately turns, but it doesn't matter. We got terrible dispersion. 1 shell, maybe. Nope. Landed right next to a ship. Wow, that was a bad one. Oh, look, guys, it's an Edinburgh. They fucking citadeled him. Or they hit him with torps right as I fucking... That's really unfortunate.
Our team has taken the lead.
Fucks my numbers all up. That looks accurate.
Target penetrated.
So we won't count that shot on the Edinburgh. Which was 2 hits.
Enemy battleship detected.
Five hits. People and their goddamn torpedoes, man. Was still a hit. That had 3 hits. Five hits. Kansas should be dead, so we'll turn our attention to the left, or to the right. See if we can catch this coming around the corner. Oh, that's death. Goodbye. Oh my god! What? How? Won't lead him as much this time. There it is.
Confirmed penetration.
Surely they'll kill him. There we go. Mohamedi, appreciate you, my dude. Welcome to the Sparships. I doubt that I get into range to shoot the aircraft carrier, but you never know. Oh, we got some AA going out. Oh, never mind. All right. Solid 39 hits. -2. So 37 hits. How many salvos, guys? What up, Black Panther? That was way more than 4 salvos. 12 salvos, Sean? That sounds a little bit more likely. Keep it chill in chat, guys. Seriously, nobody actually kept track. Sean, I know you said 12. So we for sure it was 12? Okay. Game 6. On we go. So what we're doing, guys, if you guys are just getting here, Peak posted a video where he says that there is some sort of bug with commanders after an update, and there's a way to fix it. We're testing his theory against the control from prior to changing our commander and changing it back to see whether there's any fruit to this or if it's all just confirmation bias. So we played 10 games as a control, and we're playing 10 games as a, testing the claims under the best possible, scenario with as much control as we can, playing against AI, where there's as limited, interference as possible. And we're just counting how many hits we get on average from the front guns. We're not firing the rear guns, just the front guns. We're testing how many hits we get per salvo. So we count how many salvos we got, we take how many hits we got during the match, and then we add them onto my little notepad here. And then from there, I'm going to compile them, which is just a fancy way of saying I'm going to add it all up and get average and see how close before and after we actually had. All right, guys. That's enough. I'm stepping in at this point. Chill out. Iron Man, this is your warning. Keep it civil. I don't know what's going on, but clearly they're not liking it, so keep it civil, my dude.
Enemy cruiser detected. Enemy battleship sighted.
Nuke is in here, huh? Interesting. One shot, one hit. Two.
Enemy battleship detected.
Three.
All forces.
Four.
Enemy heavily damaged.
Those guys are both one-shot kills. So I guess we leave them to the AI, or to the teammates, and we'll go over here. We'll chalk that one down to my aim, so that's one less salvo. All right, guys.
Fire on the designated.
I've already warned you. Chill out. Let it go. Move on. Or I will start timing you out. Both of you.
Target penetrated.
Our victory is in sight.
Teammate.
All right. So that's this one in the books.
Our victory is in sight.
All right. How many salvos was that? I want to say it was 7. 5 salvos? Seven. Okay. That's what I was thinking it was too, so. All right. 7 salvos. 23 hits. On to game 7. Floater saying 5. We'll just call it 7. Seems to be more people saying 7. It's not really going to change the average much if we're off by one salvo in that game. It was 8, but you said to omit 1. Yeah, so 7. That's where I thought we were too. So we'll go with 7. What up, T-Man? How's it going? Lucas as well. Carl, appreciate you. City Horse. Hope everybody's having a good weekend. I know the Hoosiers aren't having a good weekend. They just got their butts whooped by Michigan today, so that was fun.
General quarters.
It's kind of like rugby, but no, it's its own thing. Like, they're very kind of similar, but rugby is weird and no pads. American football has, you know, I don't know. I say it's weird because I've never played rugby. If you grew up watching rugby, you probably think that American football is weird and rugby's fine. So, it just depends on where you grew up, I guess.
Enemy heavily damaged.
I can't stand soccer. Oh, that's tight. 5 salvos, or five hits there.
Enemy battleship sighted. Enemy destroyer detected.
Let's knock him off.
All stations, concentrate fire. Enemy battleship sighted.
Our team has taken the lead.
Okay, that shot doesn't count, guys.
Victory is in sight.
Scratch that last salvo.
Teammate, I need your support.
Never mind. All right, so 7 salvos it is. 7 salvos. Only 18 hits. All right, game 8. Let's go. Yeah, we removed 2 salvos there because of the enemy dying before my shells got there, so we can't count those in the test. That's why we got 7. And again, that's why we test these things. We test it the best that we can with what we have, and then let the chips fall where they may. This saves a lot of people a lot of commander XP. If this disproves Peak's theory, then that's going to save a lot of people a lot of commander XP.
Good luck, everyone.
I've been good, Jet. Can't complain.
Battle starts.
Started working out with a personal trainer this week for the first time ever. Got 4 good workouts in this week.
sighted on the horizon. Enemy battleship detected.
Shot number 1.
Enemy destroyer detected. Enemy battleship sighted.
5 hits.
Enemy severely
Nice.
damaged.
Shot number 2.
Enemy cruiser detected. Enemy battleship detected.
Three. Four. That doesn't sum up RNG in a nutshell. Nothing does. Five. Six. Should be a death. Oof. Seven.
Enemy heavily damaged.
Our victory is in sight.
8.
The ship is on fire.
Enemy cruiser foundered.
Problem solved, sir.
Nine. Ten. Here we go.
We've destroyed an enemy battleship. Our victory is in sight.
11. There we go. 12 shots. 12 shots, 43 hits. Hey, we got my number. Two more games, guys. 2 more games. Hang in there. We're almost done. What up, Ron? How's it going? I don't know if Aaron and Peak are playing Grounded or not. They played yesterday, so I doubt that they play tonight. I think the idea was to do like yesterday or today, and we chose last night. This is not the best game for this, but it is what it is. Did it just not renew? Because that's the thing. Sometimes it happens.
Enemy force sighted on the horizon. Enemy battleship detected. Enemy destroyer detected. Enemy cruiser
One.
sighted. Enemy battleship sighted. Enemy severely damaged. Enemy cruiser detected.
2.
Detected. Enemy cruiser detected.
Three.
Confirmed penetration.
Four. 5.
Our team has taken the lead.
It's all good, Triple H. No biggie. Sorry that something's happened. It's probably just YouTube decided to like not renew for whatever reason. I hate that because it takes away your like your concurrent months. All right, man. We got Hive. We got this one and one more, I think. Yeah, this game and one more. Remember, these are torps coming from an actual player that missed a Colorado sailing in a straight line. Just remember that. There we go. All right, how many was that, guys? How many salvos? What up, Sean? I mean, I still belong to the Bulls Brigade from World of Tanks. I still talk to some of the guys as well. How many salvos, boys? Jet, I appreciate it, but let's try to keep that stuff out of chat because other people don't want to see it. Seven. Okay. 7 salvos, 25 hits. I was keeping track, and then I kind of just, like, stopped. All right, final game. And then we'll add everything up and average it out. All right, T-Bone. I knew the name. I just couldn't recognize the gamer tag right off the bat. I still talk to Bull very rarely. I don't like to bug him because I know he's not doing the whole YouTube thing anymore, and he still plays some games. I try to drop in on him, but I know he's busy outside of YouTube or outside of gaming as well, so I try not to bug him too much. But all right, last game, boys, and we'll add everything up. We're about to have the conclusion. Is Peak correct? Or is it a bunch of hooey? You will know shortly.
Viel Glück und ruhige Wasser.
Battle starts.
Da-ba-da-ba-ba, ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. I wish I had popcorn right about now, I'm not gonna lie. I do have some salmon I'm gonna be cooking up here, though. Got salmon, I'm gonna have a big old salad. So far, nobody's been spotted. Oh, there we go. Out of my range, unfortunately.
Enemy force sighted on the horizon.
One. He did turn, but it's still gonna land shells, I think.
Destroyer sighted.
Only one though. Two. Ah. Okay, that's on me. He turned in. Scratch it. We're still on one. Still on one.
Enemy battleship detected.
Two.
Our team has taken the lead.
Three.
Enemy cruiser sighted.
Four.
Enemy severely damaged.
Five.
Enemy battleship detected.
What up, Peak? You are literally here right at the perfect time. Six. Seven.
Our team has taken the lead.
8. Nine. Here we go. 9 salvos. $28 hits. All right, boys, it's the moment you've all been waiting for. The main event of the evening, where we actually compile all of our evidence from the 20 games of AI that we just played. And we come to the inevitable conclusion that you guys have all been looking for. So, just to make sure that nobody thinks that I'm cheating, let me go to Streamlabs real quick. I want to add a new source, not under here, actually. Let me add a new source. It's going to be called open window capture, please. Add source. Add a new source. Word. Add. Done. Bring that in. Properties. You are going to grab that, please. Done. Make that the size of the whole thing, if we can. There we go. Stretch to screen. All right, what you guys are currently looking at is the data that I have compiled for you guys. So, get your calculators ready. Let's add it up together. All right, so we have 6 salvos plus 10 salvos plus 6 salvos plus 6 salvos plus 8 salvos plus 10 salvos plus 12 salvos plus 8 salvos plus 8 salvos plus 12 salvos. All right, so with the control, we had a total of 86 salvos. Okay, let's go ahead and type this in. Let me just tab over. 86 salvos. All right, so 86 times 6, because we were firing 6 shells per salvo, gives us a total of 516 shells sent downrange. $516. Okay. Now, the next thing we got to do is tally up all of our hits. So we have 12 plus 37 plus 23 plus 18 plus 30 plus 32 plus 19 plus 24 plus 22 plus 33. 250 hits. Okay. So there we have it. 250 out of 516 shells. All right. Now we get to do the same thing with the test. All right. So we're going to add it up real quick. Be 26 plus, all right, wait, we're doing the wrong one. Hold on. Screwed it up. Adding salvos first. So 10 plus 7 plus 9 plus 7 plus 12 plus 7 plus 7 plus 12 plus 7 plus 9. 87 salvos downrange. Man, it couldn't get much closer than that, could it? $87 salvos downrange. Now we tally up the hits. $26 plus 23 plus 25 plus 25 plus 39 plus 23 plus 18. Whoops. Let's do this again. I kind of screwed that up. I want to make sure we get it right. So 26 plus 23 plus 25 plus 25 plus 39 plus 23 plus 18 plus 43 plus 25 plus 28. 275 rounds hit the target. So, what is our conclusion? Oh, I forgot to add up the, so we forgot to do the thing here. Hold that thought. So we have 87 times 6 gives us 522 shells. $522. 275 hits. There's literally no difference here, guys. Are you guys seeing this? 516 shells downrange, 250 hits. 522 shells downrange, 275 hits. It's not a fungible difference. There's no perceivable gap in between those, allowing for some margin of error. So that's why we did the test. And again, this is a very small sample size, but I hope this helps save some people some Commander XP and stuff from, potentially causing you guys some issues. But that's the best that I can come up with. So just to reiterate, we have 522 shells downrange with 275 hits. And we have 516 shells downrange with 250 hits. Again, there is a margin for error that you have to introduce. There's not enough of a difference there to say confirmed that this is an issue. So let me know what you guys think about this. Personally, I don't think it's an issue. So I will just go ahead and leave you guys to your own devices to figure out for yourselves what that information comes up with, but for what we can control currently in the game, the best controls that I can, that's what I come up with. There's no fungible difference between our control and our test of our claim. So, there you have it. So, with that being said, I hope you guys have enjoyed the stream. I'm going to go ahead and call it there and go get me something to eat. I appreciate everybody hanging out. We've had over 200 people watching this entire stream of me testing this claim, playing nothing but AI. So I cannot thank you guys enough for all of your help during the stream as well, keeping count of the salvos, and just relatively hanging out and just having a good old time on a Saturday. So if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.